Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel Charles Morse. And today I'm actually going to be discussing on my channel, or in this video, specifically about children teens playing games online with people. And don't get me wrong, that there are a lot of kids and teens that love to trash talk and talk garbage and that stuff, and all this. The reason why they do it most of all is because they want attention, and I don't have time to put up with garbage. Just like this player right here. This player's probably in his teens. He's probably 16 and that stuff. And I heard from one of my friends that I play with on Animal Crossing New Leaf, like to talk garbage and do a lot of stuff for attention and that stuff. But, I don't really, but I've just, advised people to actually beware of this person, because if you want to avoid adding somebody that wants attention all the time and talking garbage to you and that stuff, then I highly recommend not add this player. In fact, if you see this player, Austin, he says he is, I would recommend blocking him. If you own a Nintendo Switch platform, whether it's a 2017 model Switch Lite or Switch OLED model, a Switch OLED, excuse me, just block him. If you're getting the upcoming Switch 2, make sure you block this kid as well. And with that, let's get into the video, shall we? Before I get into the video, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel Charles Morse. Please remember to keep your comments decent, non-offensive. And let's get into the video, shall we? So, really, I want to just, there's quite a lot of stuff that I want to be talking about when playing video games with kids and teens. Not like I just said. Or maybe I didn't say this before, but, you should, well, know. You should very well know this by now, that there are teens and kids that love talking garbage, especially on the chats and that stuff. And this is one of the things that really kill me. Really kill me. I mean, like, why? Why is that, why is it so, 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 Why is it so funny? Why is it so funny? Well, ultimately, ultimately, um, they just, they just want to do whatever they can to have a good time. Just, they don't care about other people's feelings. They don't care about they don't really even give a crap. That's the problem. And why do they do it anyway? Oh, because kids and teens want to have a good time playing video games and that stuff. And they want to make sure that they themselves only have a good time while making other people's time, you know, the worst you could ever have when playing online with them. Say, for example, Fortnite. Kids talk BS and then they'll teens, and then they like to talk trash and garbage toward other people and that stuff. And the only reason why they're doing it is because they want attention, and they're doing only what they want to make themselves feel good, and making their own time enjoyable, while making other people's time while playing an online match. The only thing other people do is they like to make everybody else's time feel like garbage, and that's ultimately and pretty much why kids and teens talk trash. They like doing it to other people. They just want attention. They want to make themselves look like the top person. They basically want to make themselves look better than everybody else. And that stuff. And this is the problem when playing games with these idiots. Alright? Because basically, what you're doing is you're playing with kids and teens that want to treat you and everybody else like garbage and all that stuff because they want attention and they want to make themselves feel good. They don't care about how bad they treat you like garbage. They don't care. They don't even give a care. Just wonder how they ever gave a care. Alright? And here's the thing. Some kids and teens don't even bother growing up. So by the time they get to be like an adult and that stuff, they're gonna still continue to treat people like garbage and trash and that stuff. Why? Because they still get a kick out of it, and they still want to make themselves look better than everybody else and that stuff. That's basically the bottom line. Why these idiots do what they do. And that stuff. And you know, it does disgust me. It does really disgust me why these idiots do what they do. Alright, yeah? So, whenever I'm playing a game, of course I want to have a good time and that stuff. But I'm not going to put up with kids and teens or anybody online who wants to make my time online unenjoyable and that stuff, which most of the time I don't use voice chat anyway because we all know what people like to do on voice chat and that stuff. And they basically like to treat other people like garbage, kids and teens, and they never grow up from it. Most of the time. Alright, I don't find it enjoyable that Austin kid wants attention, if that's what his name is anyway. So it seems like this Austin kid is basically a teen that wants attention and make himself look like a better person, I would imagine. And he probably is doing that because he just has nothing else better to do. Pretty much why he does it. That stuff. Yeah. I just... Okay, I'll admit it. I ultimately hate the fact that I have to play online with these kind of idiots that just don't know any better. They don't know how to go up, and I'm sick and tired of playing online with these people. Am I going to actually run into these kind of idiots and that stuff? Well, of course. Of course I would continue to do online. If I were only going to just stick with offline and then, if I stick with offline mode, I wouldn't even have to put up with teens and kids garbage. They want to talk trash and garbage anyway, and that stuff. They don't care about making their own online time enjoyable while making other people's trash. And why? Because they only want to feel their own desires. You know what? If I said something stupid like, "Hey, can we say people from Texas are dumb? Can we say shoes from Texas are dumb? Can I..." Just... If I was talking gibberish and then I, was making everybody else's time so unenjoyable and that stuff, yeah. it might be funny to me if I started talking stupid, but in the end, I wouldn't like it at all. I wouldn't like it at all. So I don't even do the stupid stuff that these kids and teens do. And that stuff. You know what? I ultimately do not even enjoy treating people like garbage and trash on voice chats and that stuff. Even on the Nintendo Switch Online app, I know that there are people that talk garbage. I know there are people that talk trash. And what they love to do, they love to insult other players and that stuff, just so that the person who's talking trash and garbage is fueling his or her own desire. That basically why teens and kids talk trash. It's the only thing that is enjoyable to a teen and a kid and that stuff. And they like making other players' times more so unenjoyable and that stuff. And basically by the time they get to be an adult and that stuff, they don't even learn to grow up from doing this kind of stuff. Now, that's not the case with every kid and teen. There are some kids and teens that, they have a good time making everybody else's time so unenjoyable. But then there are other kids and teens that actually learn to grow up from it and that stuff while playing online. Eventually, when they become an adult, they basically grow up from doing stuff that they did as a kid and a teen, and learning to stop treating people like garbage and trash online and that stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the difference between some kids and some teens. Some grow up from doing the stupid stuff they do anyway. And yeah, I hoping that the people that are treating other players like garbage and trash and making their time online so unenjoyable actually learn to grow up from it. And if they don't, shame on them. Shame on them. Because if that's the kind of garbage that they want to continue doing and continue to treat other people like trash and that stuff, alright, then that's the pathetic behavior that's the pathetic behavior that they're going to continue to have. And maybe they just want to have themselves a good old rotten time here on Earth. Because that would be the only thing that, while they're here on Earth feeling their own desires and that stuff and making other people's times so unenjoyable and making other people's times online garbage and trash, shame on that person. If that makes the other people who want to continue to treat people like garbage and trash, and the person wanting attention all the time, and that stuff, that makes them a horrible human being. Alright, and I hope that these idiots and morons actually grow up from doing this kind of stuff, because I am deeply sick and tired of dealing with this. I don't even know what is going to get these idiots to stop doing this kind of garbage. I just don't even really stinking know. Alright? It just pains me. It just pains me so much. Yeah? If there's anybody that thinking that it's just very funny and that stuff, that if there are people who think it's very funny, kids and teens who think it's probably very funny to go and treat other people like garbage and trash while in online voice chats and that stuff, yeah, there's a problem. There's a problem with that. And you know what that is? You know why it's a bad idea to make people's time online trash and garbage? You know what it is? Well, I think, first off, those idiots, those kids and teens who are doing all this kind of stupid stuff and that stuff, they're going to do one thing, is shut their mouth. Because if you want to treat other people's time online like garbage and trash and make the other person look like total complete garbage and that stuff, shame on you. And again, that idiot or that teen that's doing that needs to shut his own mouth. His or her mouth. And even if they're an adult, they need to shut their mouth too. Because anybody that's online and is doing complete garbage and trash talk online and that stuff toward another player, they need to shut their mouth. And worse, maybe they could, now I don't know if this has ever happened, but it appears like, I don't know, now this might end up happening. I don't know if this is necessarily does happen, but the player that's being a victim of being treated like garbage and trash by a kid or teen probably could get game reported on and that stuff, and then they could probably lose their online privilege of playing online. Not like I would expect Nintendo to ever do anything about certain online players going around and treating everybody and treating other players like complete garbage and making their time online so unenjoyable. That stuff, I don't think Nintendo would ever consider doing that, because I don't think that Nintendo is actually looking to actually punish players for making everybody else's online time so unenjoyable. I don't think Nintendo's looking to do that, but if they did, that would be real nice. Now, luckily, I'm not, at least a lot of the friends that I have online and that stuff, I believe a lot of them that I know don't really want to talk complete garbage and trash toward other people online and that stuff. And some of my friends that I probably have online are grown up adults anyway, and that stuff, and they know better than to really go and treat people or other players like complete garbage. I mean, at least my friends probably have treated people like garbage and trash in the past on online gaming and that stuff, then probably grew up and actually ended up knocking that stupid crap off. And why? Well, I can give you one good reason. And ultimately, is ultimately for one reason. They're tired of treating people like garbage and trash online. Eventually, some kids and teens grow sick and tired of doing the stuff that they do and that stuff, and they just don't want to go back and do it. That stuff. And I wish this were the case with other kids and teens, those who are finding pleasures and treating every other player or person's online time on any video game console, not just Nintendo Switch, but any video game console. I'm hoping that those kids and teens end up growing up from treating everybody else's online time like garbage and trash. I hope they grow up from doing this kind of stuff and that they actually learn to knock this stuff off. And my recommendation is, if you're tired of dealing with those people, add them to your block list. if that might, these kids and teens might grow up from doing this kind of stuff, and most of the time, or some of the time, or probably, they may grow tired of treating other people like garbage and trash and that stuff. They might not. And I've just completely disgusted. I'm basically disgusted just talking about this stuff, because this is for a lot of kids and teens to figure this out. Alright? And I don't know why I am here on making this video and just telling my YouTube audience and everybody that watches this, that's watching this video right now, or has watched this video, I hate to keep on trying to tell idiots that, that this is not something for me to tell other people, and this stuff, make an effort to do so anyway. But it's not my job to tell other people online that kids and teens, you need to learn to grow up and stop treating people like garbage and trash online. And that stuff. Remember, it's not you kids and teens that own video games, adults do too. That stuff. Now, I'm sure you kids and teens don't care. Now, if you like attention online and filling your own desires online and making everybody else's time so unenjoyable, this stuff, you probably don't even give care anyway. You probably don't care, but care about how bad you make everybody else's online time. All you care is just about yourself. And probably by adulthood, you probably just don't even figure that out anyway. And, you ultimately or completely may not even figure it out. Probably you enjoyed treating people, other players, like garbage and trash online your whole life and had a good kick out of it and that stuff. And maybe as an adult, you won't even care at all. Like, not even care at all. Not even care at all. You just don't even give. You probably give zero care whatsoever. And yeah, it pains me to say this. But overall, these kids and teens probably just never grow up from treating people online like garbage and trash on the online chats and stuff like that, because the one thing it does, the one thing that people get, or kids and teens get from treating everybody else as like garbage and trash, is they get attention from it, and it makes them, the person that's treating other people like garbage and trash, is making the person that's treating other people like garbage and trash, is making themselves feel good. And that's what they only care about. And that stuff. And I literally hate to say the fact here, but that's basically what these idiot kids and teens care about. They only care about the attention that they can get. They only care about treating other people but themselves like garbage and trash. And that stuff. And they don't care how bad of a person they are. Ultimately. Literally. That's just the sad truth right there. Alright. I don't understand why kids and teens online still continue to treat people like garbage and trash online, even on even on the online chats. But you should know this. Well, the reason why these kids and teens are doing this on online chats, some of them, the reason why they're doing this on the online chats is so they can make everybody else's online time so unenjoyable. Okay? The more that they keep on treating other players like garbage and trash online, or on the online chats, ultimately, it's for one reason. And I can think of more than one reason. It fuels their desire to enjoy online only themselves, while making everybody else's online time so unenjoyable. They want attention, they only care about themselves, and that's just the honest truth right there. Okay? And if they want to send you friend requests and that stuff, just think about what you're almost going to get yourself into and that stuff. Like, if they go around and they're gonna treat your online friends like garbage and trash and that stuff, what makes them think that I'm gonna accept that friend request of theirs if they, no matter how many times they send it? Alright, what makes you think I'm gonna accept the friend request? That stuff. Just so they could have a good time getting attention from me and just treating me like garbage and trash and that stuff, just getting a big kick out of it. And oh, I can think of something stupid. What if you end up getting yourself a girlfriend? Or you're dating somebody in high school that breaks up with you and that stuff, and then you're just, and you're just treating me like garbage and that stuff. You doing it for your own desire? Because you just want to feel good about what you're doing? Ultimately, you want to feel good about yourself, yeah. That's why we do it anyway. And because you want to make yourself look better than everybody else. Alright, if you've got your own problems, you don't want to deal with your own problems. You want to take it out on other people. That stuff. And I think that's what you know what? I have to say this. I have to say there are kids and there are teens that just never learn to grow up. Ever. It doesn't matter if they're playing online games. It doesn't matter if they're using voice chat. Alright? Eventually, you're gonna have to grow up, learn to stop treating people like garbage and trash. If you don't knock that off, when you get to the adult stage in life and that stuff, then I don't want to play with you anymore. And that stuff. Because this is the kind of stuff that people get sick and tired of. And that stuff. And they just... well... They don't want to put up with it. It's the one reason. Alright? And again, I feel quite bad for having to make this video about this kind of stuff, but they're just teens and kids that play online games. Teens and kids that play online games or use online voice chat that just don't even learn to knock off treating other people like garbage and trash, because it gives the kid and that teen attention. It fuels that kid's or teen's desires, and that's the only thing that matters to them and that stuff. They don't care about other people. They don't care how bad that makes your online time so unenjoyable. That stuff. That kid or that teen only cares about his or herself. And that just makes that person a horrible human being. And why am I continuing to really, why am I continuing to tell people this stuff? Because there are kids and there are teens out there that don't even learn to go up and stop treating people online like complete garbage and trash. They feel their own desires. They want to make themselves look better than other people. And it's just sick. It's disgusting to me. And these kids and these teens, those that play online games, never grow up. They never grow up from this stuff. Eventually, if they want to keep up treating people like garbage and trash, making other people's online time so unenjoyable and that stuff, they're gonna continue this as an adult. Because they continue getting attention. They love how they cause drama for other people and that stuff. And this just let me give you an example. Oh my goodness! I'm just getting such a big kick out of this. Just treating this person like garbage and trash? Or is it just so enjoyable? I just feel so good. Oh my goodness! Look at this kid getting frustrated. Look at this adult that's getting. He's so fired up. His face is turning bright red. Oh my goodness! I just can't contain himself. Just treating this person like garbage and trash. I just never had fun in my life. Now, you know what? Oh. You know what? I don't like going around being a drama king online, and I don't want to be. My kid in teen years already passed. I don't want to do that stuff anymore. I want to grow up, stop treating people's online time so unenjoyable and that stuff. I'd like other kids and teens who play online games to do the same and grow up and stop treating other people's online time like garbage. I hate this. I really do. I hope these kids and teens grow up from this and that stuff, because this needs to stop. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but let this video be a way of telling you, a way of me expressing how disgusted I am with a lot of kids and online teens who play online. and how I'm disgusted with a lot of kids and teens who are a bunch of drama kings or drama queens continue making other people's online time so unenjoyable. This needs to stop, people. Those that play online, this eventually needs to stop. This eventually needs to stop. If there are people that don't ever want to knock it off, that stuff, fine. I may eventually end up blocking those idiots and that stuff. Because if I come across idiots that want to do that kind of stuff when I'm playing online games, I'll block them. Regardless of what console I own, I will make sure to block them. If they're gonna give me garbage and trash, I will block them. This stuff. Because I'm not gonna put up with this stuff. Neither do other people want to put up with this kind of stuff. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Just like we said here, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, Charles Morse. Please remember to keep your comments decent and non-offensive. And, I guess kids are not gonna grow up from being drama king and drama queens online and this stuff, because they only just want to fuel their own desires and they don't care about other people. This is Child Morse. Have a good day. I'll see you on my next video. Have a good day.